Hello there and welcome to a new episode. Today it's extremely foggy. We're gonna capture something of that. I have an island just over here that I'm gonna try to capture. Thinking 35mm perhaps. Let's see if we can do something with that. Let me explain just a little bit about my thoughts when capturing this picture behind me here. This little island. My thoughts are kind of like this. Isolated. It's well isolated because of the fog really blocks out everything behind it except some of the shoreline, well, on the left side. But you can see some trees there. But what I actually kind of have two pictures in mind. One is just to have the picture, or one is just to have the island stand on its own, kind of in the middle, and well, just be pretty, basically. I think it can carry itself quite easily on its own, but the other concept that I had is more like, well, mirroring the image, so much more of a conceptualized image, where I framed it so that I can split it in the tree, well, the biggest tree, I can split that in the middle and then flip the whole image, so I have two exact mirrors with these trees on the side that you can barely see, kind of leading into the middle on both sides, and having a lot of negative space on top and bottom. I kind of shot this image at quite a few different focal lengths, just so that I have the lenience later on the bigger screen to determine how much negative space I actually want. I did a vertical version as well that I think could be quite nice, especially for something like Instagram. So I got a few good pictures here, I think, and well, I'm satisfied with it, so let's carry on to find something else. I want to perhaps find a bit more of a foresty area, so I have one place in mind called w.49. We've been there quite a few times. So far so good, so let's see what else we can capture today. Alright, I know I said I was supposed to go to w.49. I went there, but it was quite a lot of people there. More than I wanted. So I kind of went somewhere else. It's not that I don't like people. It's just that it's annoying when there are too many of them. Anyway, we're somewhere else now, and here it's kind of foggy again. The fog kind of disappeared for a minute. Well, more around the w.49 area. I guess more towards the lower lands or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's more fog here, which is perfect. And I know there's an area just in, well, in there. Where I've photographed before, and I think that it could be kind of nice, because I know there is like a leading line I can use there, and that could perhaps lead into, well, the fog just disappear into nothing, more abstract. Well, not really abstract, but more, well, yeah, I guess it could be nice. We're gonna see. right? I'm not sure how easy it's gonna be carrying, well, both of you at the same time, but we're gonna try. Well, photographing in the mist like this, well, it tests you in a different way. You really need to frame things in a different way, because, well, the sky is completely useless. Also, well, the same goes for actually the background and everything. The only thing that you have to really focus on, and it needs to be pretty good, considering that, is the foreground and perhaps a little bit of a mid-ground. The background is just ever so slightly faint behind you, or behind all of this here. You can see it, it's really faint here. But I think what I actually framed here is going to work pretty nice. Let me show you. Camera. Foreground. It starts around here. You can see it's a slight bend in the rock formation here. On the other side, where is it? Here, you can see there is a little crack in the ice. There is ice. This is ice with a layer of water on top, and it's extremely transparent, so we can easily see through everything here, which is quite nice. So we have this crack, which is basically a leading line over to this one, and we have this rock bending and leading towards this one, and this one is kind of pointing out here towards this almost invisible background. So that's basically the frame, and I think it's looking okay. It's starting to rain a bit more now, so I'm gonna put you away because you're not that water resistant. And then I'm gonna grab a few frames, and then I'm gonna pack that down as well and go home before I get too wet as well. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.